Welcome to Honest Beers. My name is Leggy, and as always, I'm joined by Wally. How are you, mates?
Good, mate. Good. Up and about this week.
Yes.
All eyes are ahead to the next round of footy and
Yes.
the season to come. And, Thursday night's a long way in the rearview mirror now. We don't even need to worry about it.
Well, it is, because it's Monday that we're recording, Monday Arvo, or Monday early evening. It is, that does feel like a long... We were just chatting to Joey and some of the DDF boys upstairs. It feels like fucking 2 weeks ago, that game.
It does. It's the third, and I love it because it means we're getting 4 full days of footy, and then you get Wednesday is probably the only dead day, because Monday, Tuesday you've got tribunal injury news, you've got all
you also
of
just
the
need a
shows.
break.
You need the break. Wednesday is a nice day to have a little break, but even then, that's where we start looking ahead to the next round, and you're looking at where am I going to be playing in the betting space and all of that. But
can I just say that AFL? So they got lucky Friday night because the showdown for 3 quarters was shit house. The Dogs game was really good. Then the showdown for the last quarter was airborne when the Dogs game are done. Big tick, very lucky. But then they just fall over themselves a little bit. Yeah. They had 2 Saturday twilight games that clash, and then on Sunday you get a 3:15 and a 7:30, which is really good because they don't eat each other. But there's no early game. Why can't there be a 12:30 game on a Sunday that we can just consume around lunchtime? We have to wait till 3:15 for the Swans D's. Just don't have 2 twilight Saturday games.
Sunday is the day where there is no excuse for crossover because you only have 3 games and you can play them on a nice
12:30, 3:15,
and 6:30.
6:30. They did a 7:20 on.
Do you know what they should do those? They should do 6:30 or whatever it is.
Yep.
6:30 in the WA market, so they get a nice mid-arvo game.
They get a 4:30 game.
Yeah, exactly, which we know we all love.
We love
so
that.
I mean, like I think that writes itself, that fixture. But mate, look, honestly, good weekend of footy. Just good weekend all around.
Yeah, what'd you get up to?
Mate had the old man's milestone birthday, so we bit of hit up Crown, bit of a party, all those bits and pieces. It was good fun. Found my way to a table or 2.
Did you?
Pretty hard to get on a table at Crown. We've been through that though. But yeah.
What'd you eat? What'd you guys consume? Did you go to a restaurant?
Yeah, we went to the conservatory because they're old, so they like a buffet.
Yeah, nice.
Not like
that's good.
I prefer to
It's his day.
Yeah, 100%. So it was good. Yeah, mate. What about you?
I had a really interesting footy experience on Saturday night. I
like it.
I went along to the St Kilda Carlton game. Went with our friend of the show, Stuart McSwain, big Saints man. Look, I'm not here to. All fan bases are bad, right? There's so many bad fans. Yeah. Every club's got bad fans. Some just have more than others, and I think Carlton is starting to get into that sort of bracket, I reckon.
Wow.
Look, I am not for 1 minute saying you shouldn't boo Silvani and Tom DeConning didn't want to be your football club. Boo them all you want. But just some of the commentary around it.
Silvani want to be there though?
Well, yeah. So Silvani, I believe, was kind of undercut by the Blues offer and then looked elsewhere, and he had the Dogs and he had the Pies and he had the Saints, right? So I don't think there's anything but it's the name, right? It's the name, they can't cop it. And TDK, happy for you to boo, but just some of the I don't even want to repeat what was said, but just some of the stuff that was being said. And also I spoke to people that I knew that were Blues fans, and they said in the week prior, and they said, I've been waiting all year to go to the footy and boo those blokes. I just don't understand how that's your mentality going into a game of footy. It wasn't great. It wasn't great. Do you boo at the footy?
Never.
Yeah.
It's not for me. I don't love it. It feels awkward. I find it feels awkward to boo.
You would. You're a Pies
man.
You would have booed.
Oh, you'd be booing.
Yeah. Nah, I don't like to boo players, especially if they're premiership players. I think there's like a part. It's like a playful boo in a way, if that's the thing. But no, I don't really like to boo unless like an umpire's made a shocking call, and after the game, the booing is louder than the team song.
Yeah.
But it's also, I feel like it's not actually the umpire's fault. It's the people above them who bring these rules, and they have 1,000 rules.
Yeah, 100%.
Straight. So, no, I think booing sucks.
I reckon a fun, honest list would be the top 5 worst booing performances I've seen.
That's a good one.
But the problem is they're all pretty grim areas.
Yeah. But it's still good though.
Well, as Adelaide Oval last year, Hawthorn Adelaide boo Will Day as he was going off the ground injured.
That's right. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's bad. Because didn't they think he was faking it because of the time wasting?
Yeah. Fucking, you've never seen, if you think Will Day's faking.
No, but I'm just saying that was them.
Yeah,
that was the thinking.
But if you think Will Day, who just puts his body on the line every contest to his own detriment, would be faking an injury.
So you're saying not a knowledgeable fan base? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not saying they're not knowledgeable. I'm saying they fucking hate the opposition.
From watching the game, I did think he was faking the injury.
from back then.
I'm just kidding.
You don't know what you're talking.
That'd be a good.
And I got
that'd be
in
a good Walley
big
prank, I reckon.
argument with the Hawthorn bloke who was booing Buddy when he moved to Sydney.
Yeah, I don't
didn't
like
like that.
No.
He did enough for our guy. Anyway, booing
look,
footy, it's not for me.
There's
but, you know,
been some like I'm
help
this,
yourselves.
I just want to say like I'm not like I've seen St Kilda fans boo Luke Ball, which just outraged me. So I'm not trying to say
That's
that,
that's madness.
yeah, which was one of the worst experiences I've ever. I actually got into verbal stoushes with Saints fans that were doing that back in 2010. When
That's
we
just
played
not
them.
knowing the circumstances.
Ridiculous, right? But I just felt there's booing and then there's like I don't even want to repeat some of the things that were said. It wasn't the greatest Saturday night, especially when you got young families there and whatnot. I think just be better as a fan base would be what I'd say. Like if you had Jack there and you heard what I heard, I reckon you would have turned around and
we
said,
had some commentary around us at the Hawthorn Geelong game directed at a Geelong player from some neutrals and whatnot. Doesn't matter who the player was, doesn't matter who the commentary was.
I can
But
gather.
at a point, Kylie just turned around and goes, "Listen, we got the 8-year-old," and they were fine after it, and go, "Can we just find some different wording?" And they go, "Yeah, right. Is this better?" And we're like, "Anything's better."
Yeah.
And then
Shutting your mouth would also be better.
yeah. But it was like, you know what? At the end of the day, though, it's still the footy.
Yeah.
And I know what you're saying. Sometimes it goes to another level, but I've
Yeah.
never really gone, I'm going to have a massive problem with it. But it sounds like your one must have been an
Oh, it was
absolute
good fun.
ripper.
DT, you played footy again.
Yes, yeah.
Give us good news. Did you win?
No, we lost by.
Ah.
No, it lost, but it felt like a win because
Okay.
going into the game, we're going to lose by 100 plus, 150 plus.
Yeah.
So they bet the team that we lost to last week by 70 odd. Then we lost to that team by 70 odd. To footy calculations, you think you're going to get flogged.
Yep.
But after quarter time, we only lost by 5 points, if that makes sense.
What did you lose the first quarter by?
It was like 29-0. Then after that, it was 5 points.
So you only lost by 5 goals, 6 goals.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we put up a...
Did they go easy?
No, we were speaking to some of the guys in the other team. That was their strongest lineup.
And they were like, shit, what happened? So what's going on?
Who played well for
And
you
what's
guys?
going on at the
There's a
zoo?
few guys that played well. We played at Brighton Beach. I thought it was going to be really windy, but it wasn't. But as soon as we put the pressure on, they shut themselves. Like, because we're a bit of an older team. They're obviously young kids. Not young kids, but like
Playing
shots
against,
fired.
playing against
18 to
15-year-olds.
20-year-olds. And as soon as you kind of put the pressure on, they're like,
Wow.
not used to this. Like, they're skillful side, but
Yep.
then as soon as you kind of a few tackles in there, geez, they didn't like it. But
you-
they were just better on the day.
How'd you go?
Yeah, not bad. Got in the best. But,
Oh, here he goes.
better than the week before. But we're
Okay.
building.
Building a bit of continuity. Grading game still, so you could go.
Yeah, so we got one more week of grading, and then after that, we find out where we're at.
So you go to a lower
Make
division.
sure you
win a flag.
lay down this week, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we got.
There's
some
no
of us we
honour
got-
in winning
yeah,
grading
We got
games.
6 of our best players out this week, which
Good.
is kind of crazy.
Make
so-
it 12.
Yeah, get Wally into the
Yeah,
team.
we might forfeit.
Get
There
me
you
into
go.
the team. which one
No,
of
they
those.
want to go down in the grade.
Yeah, very good.
Linky just wants to tag someone that bad.
Yeah, I do. I'll play like a halfback role. Just another shout out. We, if you haven't listened to it yet, we obviously had our another thing that's happened in the last week, but our Honest Archives episode with Tom Mitchell that went live over the weekend. Great chat, really good chat. Make sure you listen to that. He was presented with probably the greatest accolade of his career, getting 64-4 in the NAFL. So make sure you listen to that. DT was pretty excited, wasn't he, during the record when he said that Nick Dacos was the best player he played with. Look at him. Hear the news overnight, Wally. Another weekend, another Melbourne hotspot got firebombed.
It's
Electric.
trending at the moment, as they say.
Yeah, place that I've plied my trade. You've been to Electric before, haven't
It's
you?
rare that I've been to any place that's featured on this because I'm too lazy to go out. But I have been to it was many years ago.
Yeah.
Shit. Last time I went there with you. I reckon
Yeah.
it was 10 years ago.
Yeah, it probably would have been. It was probably before it was called Electric. It was,
It was Electric Lady.
yeah, but then it just became Electric.
Oh, see, I wouldn't have known
Yeah,
that. I thought
okay.
you were just shortening it.
Pretty scary, though, going out in Melbourne at the moment.
It is. That's why I don't go out, Simon.
Yeah.
I've got a couch, I've got a television, and I've got plenty of Jamo at home. Why the fuck am I going out?
It's a good point. What about you, DT? You're a bit younger. Do you
go out?
Are you frequenting at the moment?
No, I don't really go out much. I think I'm just so comfortable in my own space, and it's like just going out, nothing really good happens. Oh, I actually went out Saturday night with the footy boys, which was good. And then
Hey, okay.
we're at the Hawker, so we had about 25 of us there.
Hawthorne Hotel?
Yeah,
Wow.
because we get discount with the footy club, so they're one of our major sponsors, so I had to go support them. But no, it's really good.
Plug them on your own time,
Did you have plenty of girls come up to you guys? I would have thought. Yeah, you guys from the Wattle Park.
You guys, the
fucking-
Div 12 Resi?
Yeah.
So,
Are you the skipper?
So a few of
Wattle
us
Park Parkers.
So a few of us went out to Richmond after. And obviously, his friend of the show, Will Taylor, out with him.
Oh,
Yeah.
And Cater McDonald as well. And every second man, is that Will Taylor and Caden McDonald? I'm just standing there like,
What about producer DT?
yeah, what about producer DT, captain of the Animals?
Of all of the Div 12 Resis brigade, now I know Marmalades, obviously, there's two Marmalades is, of course, Checkers and Trey, but there's a lot of other people that are content creators and play in that team. Who's the one that gets the most attention?
It would be Checkers and Trey. I think they just stand at like dog's balls mainly, so especially Checkers because he's pretty tall. But I know Caden gets a lot of love.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it definitely Checkers and Trey.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
So still the big dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good, very good.
Now, Wally, we asked the audience to give us just a little bit of stuff, a little bit of a Q&A. We haven't checked in with them for a while, and they've given us a fair bit. First one from Kingy. Oh, yeah. North Payne is back.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
It looked good for 3 quarters.
Yep. On a positive, they were number 2 on our blind ranking.
We did a blind ranking, which you'll have to check out on social. We won't say...
Sure. No, 100%. We won't even say what it is, but check it out on social.
Yeah, what would North Melbourne be number 2 for?
That's the thing. This is the teaser. What would North Melbourne be number 2 at in a blind ranking? And... after the ranking was finished, we were happy with.
Yeah, 100%.
Only one way to find out. Check
Only
it out.
one way. Lionel, I don't know if I could answer this. Might have to lean on DT here, but I'll go with you first, Wally. What's your go-to Boost Juice flavour?
You would be surprised at this. Mint condition with ice. Just a green one that tastes like mint, and when you hungover, it goes okay.
Okay. DT, anything for you? I haven't had fucking Boost Juice in years.
I think it's called the Wonder Melon.
Okay.
I think that's what it is. Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, okay.
Vibes.
Not bad. I can't.
Mate, they're pretty standard. Like they're all like smoothies and that. It's like, do you want banana? Do you want mango? Do you want berry? But I like them. I like the green juices.
I can see Leggy as like a banana buzz.
Yeah, banana buzz.
Okay, interesting. I'll try it out and I'll give you the feedback. This one probably for you, Wally. I've got an answer to it as well. Okay. I'll go with you first. Any nice venues you visited lately?
Oh, fuck. All right. Yes. Some shout outs quickly.
Yep.
First one is because the Crown restaurants have been shutting down. So Silks is shut, and I believe the Atlantic's getting shut soon.
Yep.
The Atlantic, if you haven't been there, check that out. It's great.
Yep.
It's really,
Big
really,
fan of that.
Yep. So that's good. Okay. There is a new Vietnamese place in.
Springvale.
It's in Flinders Lane between, I don't know the exact number of Flinders Lane. If you start at Elizabeth Street or if you start at Queen Street and walk towards the other one in Flinders Lane, there's a new one. It's got like red and white cool sandwich shop vibe to it. Okay. I think it's called Bummer. B-A-M-M-A from memory. You can't miss it.
Okay.
It's on a corner of an alleyway and you go in there.
Wow.
The
Lunchtime.
widest banh mi's I've seen in some time. They're quite
girthy.
Large. Yeah,
Yep.
And also they do a banh mi wrap.
Okay.
So if you don't want the full bread experience,
I don't mind that.
It's not bad at all, mate. I've already tried it. It was lovely. The bowls are great. All of that. I always recommend double meat.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Yep.
And if you get 2 banh mi's, chili in the first, no need for it in the second, the residual heat will get you through.
Wow.
As I always say. But that's a tick there that I definitely recommend. Kingston Hotel in Richmond.
Great place. West Richmond, yes.
Yeah, been there a couple of times recently after.
Got renovated about 3 years ago and it's doing plenty.
Yeah, I mentioned that because I've been there 3 times in the last 2.5 months.
Sean Kingston.
So that's all 3 times in 3 months, which is a bit for me to stray outside.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a few there. So there's a pub, a restaurant, and a Vietnamese joint that I could recommend.
I went to a pub on Thursday night to catch up with a few schoolmates I hadn't seen in a while. One was back from the States. Got to catch up with him. The Royston in Richmond.
Oh, how good.
I haven't been in a long time.
Did you have the Parma?
Had the Parma.
How good is it?
Fantastic, succulent, great. Just an elite piece of chicken breast. However, no Carlton draft on tap. I'm not saying like they had a Royston draft. They had all these different pale ales. I'm not saying don't do it. Have all the beers you want. Have 78 choices, but just give us just for the people that want a Carlton draft. Just give us that.
Mount Erica have their own beer on tap, but next to that tap is a Carlton draft tap. Do you know what? In fact, I would if I was given the crown and could run this state. It'd fucking be in much better hands very quickly. And I'm not experienced.
Bit less firebombing of venues, I would have thought.
How do you know I might let that happen? But just be more.
They're not doing much. They're not doing much about it.
Yeah, you just got to hit the non-Carlton draft pubs. That should be the rule.
Totally.
No, I would make tank beer. like compulsory.
Yeah,
in all
compulsory.
pubs.
Great idea.
Tank beer, amazing.
But yeah, Royston, very, very good.
Royston's right.
Great pub. But
Do
just
they still do the cheeseburger spring rolls?
couldn't tell you.
Yeah, you will.
I didn't look too far in the
They
menu
do
because I knew I was
cheeseburgers
getting a
and roll.
Palmer.
Very good.
But no, that was good. So that's one venue I visited lately and enjoyed it. One for you, Wally.
Yep.
And this, we're recording on a Monday, so we're 6 days out. But how are you planning your Mother's Day?
Oh, it started.
Just some guide. I started.
So the thing is, Jack's, he's following in my footsteps of the more effort we put in here,
Yep.
the easier your life will be,
Ah.
the more joy that we will have in your
Yep.
life. So just do it all. So we will be going because of his age now. Well, he'll be leaning heavily into, like made gifts and thoughtful gifts.
School. Yeah, it's cool.
And spending more on the experience and the whole day.
Yep.
So ramping up the meals and,
Yep.
and all of that, as opposed to just me just shelling out a heap of money on presents.
Yeah, very good.
So it'd be more leaning into that angle. Look, you know how it is, mate. Just do whatever your wife will like or your partner.
Love it. You got to, be smart.
You know,
But it's big
and
in
yeah,
your, Mother's Day, Father's Day, big in your house, isn't it?
Yeah, well, Father's Day is very big.
Yeah.
Because I have leaned into Father's Day and I said, look, Christmas Day's about Jack. Like he's a kid, right?
Yeah.
My wife loves her birthday, so she's like, the birthday's the big one. She's
Yep.
big on that, and she loves everyone else's birthdays, but I don't really
Yeah, you don't
mind.
care.
So mine, like, I go, if I can have one of the 365, 366
Yeah.
on a leap year, I just want Father's Day.
Yep.
It's a Sunday. It's chill.
Mm.
I can do whatever I want. It means I can, mate. I can read the paper, watch the footy show, just drink wines on the couch, watch Hawthorn replays. It's usually in the bye week
Yep.
as well, so it means that I don't even need to be worried about current sport. I just watch
DT's lost it at the
Hawks
Hawks replays.
I've got a playlist, DT, and it's fucking sound. Do you know what my playlist is, DT? Do you want to know?
He's lost it. Do you want to know it, DT? Or do you
I'll give you a quick playlist.
Tell me.
Okay, so this is the playlist this is my Father's Day playlist. Best accompanied with good wine and jammo. So I will play the third quarter and the very end of the 2008 grand final. I'll play the last quarter of the 2013 prelim into the last quarter of the 2013 grand final, into the first half of the 2014 grand final, into the first and last quarters of the 2015 grand final. That's my playlist. And it's just a good amount of footy. It's nothing too much. And then if you need, then the other games, Hodgie's 30-5 game against the Dogs goes in. Buddy's 13 also goes in. And if you can get it, Jason Dunstall's 17-5 in 1992 is a handy watch as well. So that would be the playlist plus extras that you get.
Plus
That's
That's unbelievable.
Anyway, you were asking about Mother's Day.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
no, Mother's Day, Lee, for me, it's just this. It's just about. It's really, really simple.
Yep.
Get up in the morning and do whatever process. If your partner or your mum or whoever it is likes to go out for breakfast, go out to fucking breakfast.
Yep.
You know, walk the dog, take the dog
Yep.
for a walk, whatever. Do something, the activity that you know that they're really going to like. That's the first thing.
Love it.
Then lunch is imperative. I like to do lunch out for lunch, dinner at home, and I cook.
Yep.
And then just fill in the gaps with whatever activity they like.
Yep.
If do you know what I mean? It's completely up to them. It's not our day.
Yes, that's 100% true.
And and just if you got kids, just feed them with a lot of cheesy lines over the day. Just go and give your mum a okay.
Can't pay
Just
for
make
that.
them feel good.
Can't pay for that sort
There
of
you go.
stuff.
And yep, don't go too hard the night before. I have something on Saturday, unfortunately, that I can't just be at home preparing with my wife. So I'm gonna have to like moderate that the day before.
Yep.
Because I do not want to be waking up still pissed. And just
Can't wait to
dealing
find out how that goes.
with- There's no guarantees.
Two more. I'll answer the first, and then I'll get you guys to. So the first one's who's the next Honest Archives guest. The answer is we don't know yet, but we've got a few ideas. So stay tuned on that. That'll be coming out in the next little bit. And then one I want to ask both of you guys, and I'll give my answer. Just pick one. Who is your favourite currently at the moment AFL player that isn't part of your football club?
That's a great question.
Adam Treloar.
Okay, interesting. Just because of it used to be part of your football club?
Yes.
Yep, okay. What have you got? Actually, you know what? Before you go, I've got two.
Fuck, Adam Troy.
First one is Dylan Moore. Big Dylan Moore guy. I love how hard he
ball.
works. Plays about 90% game time, which is actually elite for a sort of half forward mid type player. A lot of those guys on the high game time are your sort of defenders and your key forwards. Also, I backed him a lot, so good on him. And the other one, I have said this in group chats, came back in a big way. I'm a big Hayden Young guy, and I think he showed on Friday night just how good he's their best mid, I reckon, when he's up and going.
The commentators kept saying he's the Frio's version of the Bond, like that many times during the coverage.
I don't know
of the
about
game.
that because he's not as big, but his left foot is so powerful and he kicks goals and he just knows where to be. He's a star, Hayden.
Yeah.
If we get him for like an entire finals campaign, fully fit, look out. Who you got, Wally?
I reckon this is hard. Okay. Shit. There's a few in there that I'm trying to sift through.
Wally, having to think about a
Chad
non-Hawks
Warner,
player. Is
Chad Warner, Tom Green
Ooh.
are two of my favourites in terms.
Yep.
Just massive fan. Love Bont, obviously, like we all do. Steel side bottom. But I could keep going. There's a lot of. I love maybe Toby Green. That might
Toby
be my
Green's up there
5,
too.
and Pendles would be stiff to miss.
I'd put Taylor Walker in there as well.
Oh, and fucking Jeremy Cameron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know
awesome
what do
bloke
you know
as
I
well.
like this a side one, and no one would think I like him because he plays for Geelong.
Patrick
And-
Dangerfield.
No, Sean Manor.
I was about to say Sean Manor.
I love Sean Manor.
Yeah, no, he's a good player.
So you have those players like it is hard. There is a lot of really there's a lot of players I do like.
No, it's good areas. DT's list. It's back.
Oh yeah,
What have you got for us?
on,
So
DT.
obviously last week I brought the list, but this week I want you guys to come back at me. So
yeah. That's
obviously
we
we
like
love restaurants, we love foods, all that sort of jazz. So
Oh, wow.
what are the top 5 places to take someone on a first date?
Oh, I mean, Wally's. Well, this is a lot of Wally's areas.
that. Okay, so I think that we have to be national here. So I'm doing this without notice. See, I wish I had some
Yeah, we
prep
aren't
time.
prepared in DT's list, by the
So
way.
why don't we do this? I promise, I swear.
Yep.
I swear to our audience that this is without notice. So just bear with me here for a sec. But I think that I'll try and give some examples.
Okay.
But this is the way I would do it. First one is really, really simply is a nice pub. In our area, it would be Mount Erica, that sort of place.
Yep.
Maybe you've got the Flying Duck. Maybe this sort of place, the Kingston in Richmond. So a nice place where
You
you
want to
can
have a
get
dining
a
room.
drink.
Yeah.
Then you can go into a dining room and set it up the way you want. I'm massive on meeting for a drink and see if we go and get a meal. So if you
Yep.
do like mid-arvo drinks or like a 10:30 wine.
Very good.
No. But like mid-arvo, I'll stay on. Make sure you
Yep.
come there. But definitely a nice pub is one.
Yeah.
Another one is a new restaurant that is like it's known to be
A bit vibey.
a bit vibey.
Yep.
For
Great
example,
shout.
I took my wife to Chin Chin first date. Okay, and that was Chin Chin was like you couldn't book in, do all of that, and
It's a good flex to get in somewhere like that where you're like,
so
I got to see
all of
you.
that sort of thing. So what you do is you go a lot earlier, you put the name on the door. So this is in Melbourne. There's a lot of places historically where you can't book and you have to put your name on the door. So you go when it's busy, but you go in an hour and a half early, put your name on the door, then you meet for a drink. You go in, oh yeah, well, I got to see sort of thing. That works. Next one is
DT taking notes here.
So a new place. Next one is the other area I do is, and I used to love doing this at the top of Melbourne or at like Lilybucks. You meet at a place where you can go through. So you can meet downstairs at City Wine Shop on Spring Street in Melbourne.
Great
You go
place.
across the European or up to the Supper Club, and you can finish up at Sigla on the roof. So you can go varied in the same space depending on how it's going, or like it's almost like a degustation of drinks and food. That's another one I do. And then the other two I would just say is just do something. If you meet somebody that's new to where you are, do like a sort of walking area of like go to a few bars, go check out the area, that's thing. So somebody that's moved interstate, overseas. And then the last one is just the tester. Do you know what? If you think this person, if you want to fucking marry him and you want to know the way you're going, just take him for a massive steak. And just go, because if you and I can't sit down and have a steak, then this is not going to fucking work. So that's a big one. Take them to a steakhouse and see what happens. They're my 5.
I can't get any better than that. Or I'll say, DT, you've got everything at your footsteps. Wally's just giving you some great tips. All you got to do now is just get a date. That's it.
That's all you need to do. It could be closer than you think. But who
Oh,
knows?
well,
Hey,
are
what?
you asking for advice? Is this something coming up
Oh,
over the
who
weekend?
knows? Who knows? But I was going to say, Wally, that's incredible to just go straight off the cuff. As we said, that was not a pre-planned.
No.
list, so
No.
that was.
I'd be happy to do it, but like they're the.
What are your thoughts on the steak comment? If
I like it. I
Yeah,
like it.
strong.
It's-
You want to be able to go and like it's that whole thing of Oh, I don't know, the red meat. I just it flushes out the vegetarian issue instantly.
Yep.
And that's
Vegetarian issue. That's fucking good areas. That was great. Well, DT, good luck. Hopefully, your appearances at the Hawthorn Hotel might yield a date at some point. Who knows?
like there might be one on the
I
cards
think
already.
there might be one on the cards. I think with DT is if there was one, he wouldn't tell us. That's the annoying thing. Whereas I feel like we should be part of the journey on this show. Honest list, Wally. What do you got?
Just bring it up now. Okay, so look, we've seen a lot this year when it comes to our beautiful game AFL. We've seen a lot of errors on the field, off the field. We've seen umpiring errors consistently, arc errors, fixturing errors. There's just been a lot of errors, a lot of mistakes. We saw the Lions with the whiteboard. Obviously, they probably felt they made an error by not wiping that clean and leaving it. Not that I'm with them on that though. You expect people aren't going to take photos. Anyway, we see a lot of errors. And I thought, do you know what? I want to do a top 5 of the biggest mistakes in sport, but I thought, do you know what? Fuck that. Like, I don't want to double down on our game. I think our game needs a break. So I thought I'm going to take this over to the States.
Yep.
A few mistakes happen over there too.
Absolutely.
We know that. So, and I've got the top 5 biggest fuck ups in US sport.
Oh, wow. Okay. Hit us.
Okay, history. So, number 5, and then there's a varying players, teams, decisions or whatever, and some areas we may not have touched on before. So number 5, this was in the 2018 NBA Finals. The Cleveland Cavaliers were massive underdogs. It was in Game 1. There was 4.7 seconds left, and there was a free throw being made. The score was 107 or 107. Cleveland Cavaliers, George Hill missed a free throw. J.R. Smith rebounded the free throw. You might know where I'm going now with 4.7 seconds left. So you got 4.7 seconds left to call a timeout, to pass the ball, to get a shot up, to do it.
Plenty of
whatever
time
it is.
in the NBA.
He ran the ball out. He just took off with it, running away from the ring, and then goes, I was waiting for a timeout to be called. It was like that. No, it's nowhere. And LeBron's face and all of this. Anyway, it went to overtime. They didn't end up having a shot. And Golden State smashed them and then won the series 4-0. So in terms of a brain fade to take yourself from a winning position to a losing one, that's it. Number 4 is also in basketball. This is more off-the-court contracts. German player Dennis Schroeder turned down a 4-year contract of $84 million. It was an extension with the LA Lakers, but he backed himself. But unfortunately, poor Dennis, no one wanted him. So he ended up signing a 1-year, $5 million deal with the Boston Celtics, and then he was able to negotiate like a $26 million deal with the Raptors for a couple of years. Anyway, he's made money. He's just gone okay, but he's never anything like that. He never got to that. So I thought from a financial perspective, that's a good fuck up over in the US. I had to do a draft one, and number 3. Because I went through all the drafts, and there's so many drafts, and I was laughing at some of the AFL ones we could have done. There's some classics in the AFL, but I feel like we covered that before.
Yep.
And look, it's pretty obvious the one I will go with, but there's a bit more context around this. So in the 1984 draft, the Houston Rockets took Hakeem Olajuwon at number 1. Now, no matter what happened from there, the Rockets got a dual MVP, dual Finals MVP.
Safe bet.
Won them 2 titles. Yep. Arguably the best two-way big man ever, offensive, defensive. We're talking about he's been the 10 best players I've ever seen, one of the greatest centers of all time. Doesn't matter what happened next. Now, in pick 2, the Portland Trail Blazers then took Sam Bowie. So Sam Bowie was taken ahead of, you guessed it, Michael Jordan. So there's not many players that could be taken ahead of Michael Jordan that you go, it's okay because he still was so good. Not saying he's better, obviously wasn't. Then it got worse because then what happened is Sam Perkins went after Jordan, who was a center also, not as tall, but ended up having a much better career than Bowie. Then Charles Barkley. John Stockton went in the teens. There was so many avenues to success in this draft that weren't that number 2 pick.
Yep.
And I just, for Portland, who have just had...
And they've had a history of Greg Oden as well.
Yeah, Greg Oden over Durant, but that was more injury-based.
It was. He could have been anything. But it's more the luck. It
is luck. Yeah. No good. Anyway. All right, we moved to number 2. And look, I wanted this to be number 1, but I had to take my Patriots hat off and put on my overarching US sport hat. Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll with the worst play call in sports history. Oh, my God. It was was just so good but bad, but good but bad, but good for us.
Picture being
and bad for
Marshawn
them.
Lynch.
So yeah, this was like absolutely.
It's the worst you'll ever see, really.
It was the worst ever.
Yeah, what are they? The 1 yard line?
Yeah. So we're talking about Super Bowl 49 between New England and Seattle Seahawks.
You nearly said Supersonics, then.
Yeah, I did. We're coming back. How can you love one team so much? Hate another? Anyway, it does from the same town. All right. So 26 seconds left. The Seahawks faced a 2nd and goal from the 1 yard line. Now, they have Marshawn Lynch, who is one of the most destructive, powerful running backs in history.
Yep.
You don't need to know anything about this. All you need to know is that he had to run 1 yard and with the timing and a timeout would have got 2 cracks at it.
Yep.
Now, if you throw the ball, you get more cracks at it because if it's broken up or it's not if it misses, then the clock just stops instantly. But that's not the point. Pete Carroll decided to throw the ball, which was absolutely stupid. Instead of going to the player, Russell Wilson throws the ball. He was going at Lockett. I had to look that up.
Yeah, I wasn't sure
Lockett.
who.
Yeah, it was Lockett. Not his fault at all. Not Russell Wilson's fault. The play was stupid. Malcolm Butler for the Pats intercepted it, and everyone was just like Tom Brady had his head in the hands. It was over. It was over. It was just like Marshawn Lynch will run the ball in, and he will win. So there you go. So that's number 2. And number 1, this is
hard to beat that one.
Well, this is the greatest fuck up, arguably in sports history from a club level. On December 26th, Boxing Day to us, the day after Christmas Day, 1919, the Red Sox owner, Harry Frazee, sold. He sold Babe Ruth to the New York Yankees for $100,000 cash and a $300,000 loan. The worst part, and then there was 86-year curse of the Bambino. He went and won a heap of titles with World Series titles with the Yankees. The Red Sox were in the doldrums for the next 3 years. The worst part about this, is that it is widely believed and partly true that the Red Sox owner, a theatrical producer, sold his star player to fund a Broadway play.
Oh, yeah, that's just...
that is just fucking madness.
There might be a small microcosm of Red Sox fans that love the arts that weren't too disappointed, but I reckon the majority would have been pretty fucking annoyed.
How many sports fans would take what do they call it? Tony winning? Is it Tony? What do they call their show? Awards? I reckon I've heard Tony.
I reckon Tony sounds right.
Because it's the GOT.
Yeah, the Tony Award. No, you're right. You're right.
EGOT. It's a part of the EGOT. Okay. How many sports fans are going to take a show being created and winning, like an award-winning show being created and being able to see it in their city over a pennant, over a flag, over a cup? They're not.
No one is.
Over a ring. It's not going to happen. Anyway, that's my list of sports fuck-ups.
That spurred me on. I reckon I could do it. I could do my own honest list of the top 5 St Kilda fuck-ups.
Can you do that for next week?
I can do that.
I got the 5 most...
Be hard to cut it down to 5.
What it's got to be is the top 5 most St Kilda things.
Yeah, it's going to be
That's
hard.
what it is.
It's going to be
What
hard.
are the most St Kilda things that your footy club have ever done?
I'll do it.
There could be positive in there. But
there could be a positive, but it won't be. I think it's going to be hard to narrow it down to 5. My honest list might be like 11.
It's going to be hard.
But I'll cut it to 5 in the spirit of honest list.
I'm really excited about this week. So what I've done is Simon's Choice. As you know, every week I'm trying to do a different angle and a different way. This week we did a while back a bench cut start. Okay, so what I want to do, well, actually best to say start, bench, cut, because that's the best, second best, third.
Yep.
But what I wanted to do is I've done this a little bit differently per position. I wanted to do it on some positional stuff. Some I've gone with 3 different eras.
Yep.
Others I've gone with players that are similar. Anyway, so you'll have to make some choice here, and DT, you can chime in if you want.
DT's part of it. Good.
You can chime in and help if you want, but there is just one answer in the end. You can do it. All right, we're going to start with key backs. We're going to go positionally. AFL key backs. You have to start, bench, and cut one of these. Sauce, Stephen Silvani, Matthew Scarlett, and any current key defensive player. Yeah, it can be anyone you want, but you have to call them out.
Oh, well, geez, that's tough. See, I reckon. I'm trying to think of a.
Who's your player? I mean, you maybe want to select your player first.
Well,
Tom Barras. Put him in.
Oh wow!
would the strategy be though if we think that like Scarlett and Sylvania are the two best,
Yeah, just
then we
put
would
out
find
someone.
someone terrible.
Like Wiedering.
No. no. Who do you think's the best key? Is it Sam Taylor? Is it Harris Andrews?
Jeez, it's hard.
Harris Andrews would have to be.
It's probably Harris Andrews.
Yeah.
Is that saying that no current player is as good as the best we've seen? Now, I could have said, I reckon another 4 or 5 players, and you would have still selected those two. Like if I said the likes of Alex Rance, Chris Langford, fucking Glenn Jakovic, I reckon they're all starting. Yeah. Anyway,
I reckon. I think Matthew Scarlett might be the best I've seen. Yeah.
you are going to bench Sauce.
I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'm gonna have.
You'd be
to.
happy with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna
we'll do
have
that.
to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start Scarlett. I'm gonna bench Sauce, and then we should just pick
Put some random.
We should pick someone like Dougal Howard.
Yeah, done. Dougal Howard. There it
Bench
is.
Dougal Howard.
Cut
Yeah,
Dougal
I was
Howard.
shocked.
Yeah,
He
cut
can't even
Dougal
finish
Howard,
a 2K apparently.
All right.
Yeah, he was actually alright on Saturday.
Okay. Small to medium backs.
Ooh.
Glenn Archer. Andrew McLeod.
Oh.
Any existing backman.
We'll start McLeod.
Yeah,
For sure.
McLeod's the star.
It depends what sort of play you want. Like Archer brings a lot of toughness and heart and
Yeah,
leadership.
well, he kind of brings what McLeod doesn't, right?
And then do we just do the same thing? We bench.
Do you know what?
Archer.
I'm going to throw a curveball then because you guys.
Yeah, we're just going to keep
you know,
bringing
obviously-
shit players.
I'm going to trade in any current player for Luke Hodge. So you have got Luke Hodge, McLeod, and Archer.
Oh, well, I think Archer cut.
Yeah, Archer cut then. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, okay. So Hodge's bench. McLeod's the best of them.
Yep. Yep.
McLeod, Hodge, Archer. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can just bring in current players. Otherwise, we'll just. Bring
Oh, okay. Well, this is now where a current player I think comes into it, and I can give you.
Okay.
I can give you the current player. I wanted 3 generations, but this is sandwiching in. I think the 2 best mids I've seen. So this midfielder, it's Ablett Junior. It's Judd, and I was going to say any current player, but should we just say Bont?
It's probably Bond. You want to say Nick Douglas, but I think Bond.
Yeah, Bond. Junior start 100%.
Yep.
Oh, it's tough.
I think. Oh fuck.
I just think for Bond's ability to be able to go forward as well, like is a lot.
I was going to talk about Judd's
was so good.
Judd's
His
explosiveness,
yes.
And I think in the modern day, if we're doing this for a game now, like if it's if you can just transport them to now, I reckon I'm taking Judd over Bond. And I also think like if you got a fully fit Chris Judd, like he probably got a
was
bit
so
fucked
good.
over with the shoulders and all of that.
Yeah, did his knee.
I think if you had Juddy at his peak at West Coast,
Yeah,
and a little bit of Carlton.
I'm able to
as
go Ablett, Judd, Bond.
Yep. Let's do that.
Ablett, Judd, Bont.
Yep.
Okay. Ablett, Judd, Bont. Okay. Next we're going with Rucks. I'm going to make this a bit easier because I think that there is 2 that stand out so far above. You just need to go, you're going to play one, cut one. Because I don't think I can give you all the existing fucking rucks in a pool. It's Max Gawn and it's Dean Cox. You get to keep one, you get to cut one. Who you taking?
See, I'm going to say, I think I've said this on this pod before. I reckon before this year, I have always said that Dean Cox is the best ruck I've ever seen. And the reason why I say that is because of his ability to almost play as an extra midfielder.
Yep.
Like his left foot, his right foot, he was so good. And Max Gawn's biggest flaw is his kicking, right? Like there are D's fans that screech every time he marks it because they're worried he has to kick it. So I think to myself, how can this be the best ruck ever? However, after watching Max Gawn this year, the way he's applied like the new rules that were meant to kill him off at the age of 34, the way he has played this season, I think now I'm happy to say that he's the best ruck.
And he's on track to be a 9-time All-Australian, I believe.
So I think you have to.
I think you have to go Gawn.
But
Max Gawn?
Dean Cox makes it tough because
Change the game.
he
Yeah,
did.
He was an unbelievable kick as well with Dean Cox. So
On the
it's
left
like,
as well, the right, yeah.
Because the only other one I could have thrown in that was Simon Madden. I reckon we're going a bit early for you boys if you say Simon Madden. Now, the forwards I've had to go with, like, the forwards are all retired players. There's nobody existing that is in any level of discussion with the names I'm going to mention in terms of the key forwards and also the small forwards. And the small forwards, yes, there's a couple there brewing that might get there, but not in this discussion. So key forwards. This is a tricky one because I also am aware of the ages and things like that, but I think that there's one player that transcends era, so I had to include them. So you're going to have, this is where it gets really, really tough.
Okay.
I'm not going the sort of the Lockett Dunstall route. I'm not doing that.
We've done that before as well.
We've done that before.
Yep.
I'm saying Wayne Carey. I'm saying Buddy Franklin. Yeah, these are the
So-
areas. Hang on.
Oh, there's one more.
Yeah, and then I am saying Ablett Senior.
Oh,
So now you have to talk about.
see, my theory, my thinking on this, and this is obviously it's all it's all subjective, but I've always said Wayne Carey's the best player I've seen.
Best player you've seen.
That's what I always have said because and the other reason for him is that like Jason Dunstall and Tony Lockett were unbelievable. I just don't know how they'd go in this day and age. I think Wayne Carey is the type of player that dominated in the 90s and he would dominate today based on his athletic ability. He kicks the ball 65 metres, takes pack marks. Like I think Wayne Carey would actually be fucking elite right now. And also, let's just, sorry to the fans out there, but he won 2 flags for North. Like I think that adds like an extra 20%.
Yeah.
I think I'm saying Wayne Carey over Buddy. You're a more modern person than me though, DT. You're a little bit younger. I've got about 8 years.
Where did
on
Gary
you.
Ablett Senior sit then?
I'm just gonna say, I think Ablett Senior's out of my age, but
Well, I think Carey was better than Ablett Senior when they played.
Yep.
So I'm happy. I'm taking him over. But Buddy does make it hard. So I think Ablett Senior, unfortunately, is probably the player I'm cutting. It's fucking extraordinary, isn't it?
I think you can't cut Buddy just because for a player who was so dominant and not a contested marking key forward.
Buddy kicking 1,000 goals in this day and age too.
Is madness.
Yeah, and like he was so like just his goals against Essendon at the MCG. Like how tall is he? Like 6'8", 6'10",
Yeah,
like
he's
about that.
massive.
I feel bad with my Gary Ablett thing though, because but I think it's
In
impossible.
fairness, you did start Gary Ablett Jr.
Yeah, true.
So
Hopefully
there you go.
Nathan Ablett comes up on this next.
One.
episode, so.
I dare say he won't.
So I think Carey.
Carey Franklin
Okay.
Senior.
All right. This
Unbelievable.
is simple, mate. Small forwards. Milne, Betts, Rioli.
Oh,
Medhurst, is he in there?
yeah.
Medhurst.
I think because of Cyril's versatility, I think he's the best out of that group.
He is.
Like he
Cyril's best small forward ever.
and I actually reckon
watched it all go past.
I reckon if Cyril doesn't have the goal numbers, but that's because he played in multiple positions. But I think if Cyril was just a small forward and never left the 50 for his whole career, he probably could have been. He could have kicked 600
Yeah, but the thing
or
is, his
whatever.
goal average is very, very strong.
Yeah.
But the other thing is that his defensive pressure was insane.
Yeah, and I think I'm going Cyril. I actually think if you remove Cyril, right, and you said that he was a hybrid half forward, could play anywhere, and you just said pure small forward, Betts and Milne are the two best. I think if you removed it, so now that becomes a really
But
hard
he's not.
decision.
He's in every small forward discussion.
No, I'm just saying like we've already put him up, right? So he's already starting.
So, yeah.
Now you got who are the two best like pure small forwards that never played anywhere else? Like Eddie Betts wasn't playing anywhere else.
No, of course he wasn't.
It's probably Jesus. Who kicked more? Who kicked more goals?
I think Milne.
I think Milne. Yeah, Milne's probably got him. It's pretty hard. It's probably Betts over Milne. But it's pretty hard I saw Milne kick 11 straight against the Lions, which was a great night. But
So Eddie Betts played 350 games, kicked 640 goals.
Yep.
And Stephen Milne 275 games for 574 goals.
So Steve Milne's kicking over 2 goals a game. Does that get him the nod?
if you look at Stephen Milne's, I reckon there's like 4 years in a row where he kicked 60 plus. I reckon if you get Milne's AFL tables up, I reckon there's at least 4 or 5 years where he's kicked over 50 or 60 goals.
So we had 6 years where Stephen Milne kicked 50 plus goals.
It's very good.
So he had 50, 56, 56, 57, 60, and 61. And then we look at Eddie Betts. He only had 5 years, but he had 50, 51, 55, 63, and 75.
Yeah,
His top 4 when he was at Adelaide.
Yeah, I think I'd take Eddie Betts.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Eddie Betts? All right, there you go. Rioli, Betts, and Milne. Well,
Good.
there you go.
That was good.
No, we just think of bring a bit of footy into it. I think that we need to get around a bit of footy love.
Yeah, it's good. Love it.
Been a lot of negativity around the AFL this year,
Yeah,
hasn't there?
it has been.
And then they brought that on themselves.
But there's also been some great footy. So yeah,
Been amazing footy. And I just think after the weekend, after what we saw Thursday, Friday, and it was nice to talk a bit of positive. We over-indexed on footy today, and I'm all right with it.
yeah, it's fine. Sometimes
I'm
we got
okay
to.
with
We
it.
all love footy here, so it's good.
We do love footy.
I'll tell you what we under-indexed on, which we're going to index on more, if I could say that, is Pizza Hut. We didn't have an update this week, but we were, as in the podcast episode, but we're going to have a video that we post later this week.
Keep an ear out, eye out.
That should answer a few
mouth
questions.
out for it.
Yeah, it's been harder than people think of
gross.
arranging this, especially with our bloody network of people trying to pin them down for a fucking eating challenge. It's pretty hard. We've got 2 locks.
I think-
third is
I think what happens though is that as you get closer, you realise that consuming a huge amount of this particular type of pizza is not. It's not
no.
the most pleasant way to spend an afternoon.
We've got 19 days, so we've got plenty of time, but we just wanted to announce the
We're
top
finalising.
3. We're finalising, so we'll have that later in the week. But look, guys, great to catch up. always great. We'll have an update on the next Archives episode whenever
Yes.
that is as well. But Wall, you've been great, and go the Saints.
Go Hawks.